Warning, this is a quarantine zone. Please remain in operations until all potential sources of danger have been eliminated.
I'm freaking out here, Doc. Security is everywhere, but there's no change in the workers. It's still chaos. If anything, it's getting worse. I'm gonna try and make a break for one of the loading bays. Hopefully I can get out. Best of luck, Doc.
Attention, please. Access restriction for this sector remains in effect. Hazard response teams have been requested. Please remain in operations while the situation is being resolved. Designated hazard response squads, please report to Incident Commander for mission briefing.
All right. Now listen. I'm sure you're smart enough to realize this area's under lockdown, quarantine, or whatever goddamn excuse they're using to get at me. I need to get out. We have to break this lockdown, and by we, I mean you.
Care to tell me who you are?
My name is Dr. Chavez. Melissa. Maybe you've heard of me. And no, I'm not lost. I work here. I think that's enough small talk. Now how about getting me out of here?
Good plan. It'd be nice if there were more specifics.
I'll put this as simply as possible. Enter the largest of the greenhouses. Look for the main console. It's connected to all the systems in this sector. I'm sure you can figure out the rest.
Ask nicely and we have a deal.
If I hadn't asked you nicely, you'd have known.
I'm off.
Well, you know where to find me.
It's my utmost pleasure to have you. Behind project resolved with us today.
I need help. A Creo team has turned up. I managed to escape to my lab. I'm safe right now, but I don't know for how long. I need assistance, please. It doesn't look like they've been sent just to detain me.
Is it? That was my work. That was my life! Fuck you! You hear me? Why am I even doing this? They just don't deserve it.
It's just not good enough anymore to have me fired and blacklisted. No. Off with her head. So she can't piss on our parade. Just look at this. Months of work destroyed! This is a nightmare. An utter nightmare. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't even thank you.
Who are you, really?
Dr. Chavez. Once, everyone here knew. My team and I were Project Resolve. I helped create it. Ran the labs, but those days are gone. When the problems with Resolve became apparent, I was quickly sidelined. My former colleague was more than eager to put forward his own proposal and take my position. And all the board cared about was that it was cheaper and faster. Nothing else mattered.
You know what's going on here, don't you?
My work here is unofficial. I'm no longer part of Creo. The reality is, I don't exist. Whatever happened, it wasn't our doing. I have my theories, but until I have more information, they'll remain my theories. I haven't heard anything from my associates in days. It's anarchy out there. I'm worried that... Look, I know. I owe you already, but I need another favor.
Depends on the favor.
Okay. This chip holds important data. Data that will save Resolve. And humanity. I need to trust you on this. I wouldn't survive 5 minutes out there, let alone make it to the executive forum. You're my only chance to do this. Give it to Bonham or Fox. They're both on the board. It's crucial they get it as soon as possible.
Okay, hand it over and it's done.
Hurry. We're counting on you. Well, well. Look who's back. I've told you everything that matters. Bonham and Fox. On the executive floors, they're waiting for this program. But if you've got something better to do than saving mankind, by all means.
So what was your colleague's proposal?
I've seen the figures, and believe me, you don't want to know. They seem to have no concept of the catastrophic nature of what they're planning to unleash. Resolve wasn't perfect. But Utopia? It's insanity. He's leading us to the precipice of an extinction-level event. All for the sake of money, time, and ego.
So you're telling me Resolve is a lie?
Oh no. Resolve is still going up. At least for the time being. We'd know if it was something else. But they view it as a relic, and they see me the same way, because I still believe in it. I know I can make it work. That's why we're here. My team and I share that belief.
I heard Resolve is toxic. That this shit has been poisoning us for years.
There are no absolutes. Just rose-tinted glasses and shades of gray. Resolve does work. Just not fast enough. It's true. We didn't foresee the side effects to be so... extreme. I could have fixed it. I tried. But Barrett was there waiting. More interested in his own advancement. As soon as I stumbled, he was there to stick the proverbial knife in.
I better get going.
And I'd better get back to work. If you have any more questions, you know where to find me. You can keep the power core, by the way. Your drone looks like it needs it.
Something is wrong with the compound. I know the science is right. Everything checks out perfectly. At least at a theoretical level. Of late, though, I've been experiencing a heaviness on the chest. And occasionally when I exert myself, it takes a minute to regain my breath. The scans aren't showing anything yet, but I'm beginning to wonder if it's due to working directly with these materials.
Our neural interface enables us to easily connect with our workplace and associates, increasing efficiency and reducing tedious, time-consuming tasks. Have a problem? Rio is right there with us.
Not the best time for a walk, is it? Hey, we've met before, right? I was joking, you know. I mean, how could I forget my white knight?
So, do you have a plan, or are you just wandering around?
I haven't really thought it through. I just can't sit around doing nothing. I don't know about this blackout, but in that moment, I could feel them dying. Hundreds of them, screaming down the wire. I can't shake it. Like echoes in my skull. Like there's this voice inside of me. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but... all those people. There has to be a reason why we're still here. Don't you think it's our duty to stand up and do something? Anything!
Well, you've survived. That's better than most.
Oh, I can deal with a couple of psychos. But I have to thank you. You really helped me out there.
I need to go. See you around.
Try not to get yourself killed.
your fellow workers. They look out for you.
What are you doing? You seem to have a knack for ending up where you're not supposed to. How did you get into R&D? That's a restricted area. You need to leave before security shows up.
What if Resolve isn't what we think it is?
Those media stories were discredited ages ago. Surely you can't mean them. Creo actively destroying the atmosphere to keep funding going. Or my favorite, the rich person's pleasure palace in orbit. Come on. We're not that gullible. And besides, the rest of the world would have noticed. I'm stuck here too, Warren. You're knocking at the wrong door, but I'm pretty sure management would be the right one.
At this point, I'd rather kick it in. Why would I trust management?
Hey, come on. We've got some actual geniuses up here. But they're probably in the same situation as me. Stuck in a room. The whole of the executive forum locked down after the event. If we can just get them out. I mean, Gutenberg and the others must know what to do.
How are you holding up? You alright?
I don't know. I wasn't trained for this. Whatever happened has affected the whole network here. It's all linked. Every system is joined to another, and another. I'm scared. I'm just hoping someone in management can help us.
Chavez had a different perspective on Resolve. According to her, something's going on here.
Chavez? Dr. Melissa Chavez. You saw her. She was fired years ago.
It doesn't seem she got the memo.
She can't possibly still be around. After all these years. Unless... I'm not sure if her opinion can be trusted. She's not exactly... objective with this matter. She didn't go quietly back then. Apparently she had quite a fight with the board.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Get out of there as soon as you can.
Forgive me, Maddie. My little girl. She's gone. I don't know what to do. Please. Please help me find her.
Okay, calm down. Now, what's your name?
Alec. My name is Alec. Look, I just need to find her. She's all alone.
Hey, you alright? What happened?
I lost her. I lost my little girl, my sweet baby. We were attacked in the corridor and... I don't know, so fast. I got turned around, and now... I don't know where she is.
I'll try to find her, but I need you to calm down. Do you have any idea where she could be?
I don't know. Maybe my office? We didn't get far. She could have run back. This is the key code, please. Please, Maddie is all I have.
Guess you also have no idea what's going on in this place, right?
No, I thought it was just me. That something was wrong with my neural link. I passed out, but then I saw Maddie. She was terrified. In the hallways, the labs, all empty. It was like we woke up in a nightmare.
I'm sorry, but I have to leave you now.
I know, just... please. Find my little girl.
I must say I'm surprised management was able to send someone over for the inspection, given the, circumstances. Well, anyway, I'm Dr. Gene Barrett, project lead on Utopia, head of R&D. Apologies, of course you know all that. So, let's get straight down to business then. We'd hate to waste your time now, wouldn't we? Please, take a look around. You'll find everything's in order. I'll just prepare everything for our little chat.
Now I see the real reason you're here.
Lab 02 locked.
Stay where you are. He might still be around. He's playing with us. Playing.
Lab 01 unlocked and open.
If you don't stop sneaking around, my friends here might think you're up to something.
Attention, please. Contingency protocol for asset preservation has been activated. Opening containment cells.
An inquisitive mind. That's the spirit. And besides, things without all remedy should be without regard, right? What's done is done.
You better explain yourself. I'm running on a short fuse right now.
I would be wasting my breath on you. You failed to see, or maybe you chose not to. But I'm trying to save mankind here. Not just the species. No, I'm trying to save all of us. We're flawed, incomplete. We're not yet prepared to re-enter paradise, you see. We wouldn't survive. My Homo Machinalis could change that. They are the living proof that we could be more than human. We, all of us, could fill the world of tomorrow. Ascended beings in a new utopia.
So what about utopia?
Let me put the record straight. Unlike Resolve, which will exterminate us slowly and painfully over generations, my nanites do a quick and clean job. I've minimized the suffering, a fresh start, a clean slate for those that remain. If that concerns you now, then you shouldn't have tried and stopped my little pet project. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be safe. Go on. Go smoke a nice fat stogie and watch the apocalypse from your glass tower with the rest of them.
So, these tin men are supposed to be our future?
Not pretty, is it? But the truth rarely is. Just think of it as an upgrade to survive the world of utopia. Our meat machines are inadequate. We won't make it unless you hightail it back to your master's tower. We have the will to survive as individuals, but as a species, we need a push. There's no winning without sacrifice. I just wanted a level playing field to create a utopia for all.
You're sick.
Oh, you moral crusaders. Always the first to swing the sword from the little corner of self-righteousness. Chavez was exactly the same. Always beyond reproach. Even when the first reports on Resolve came in. I don't claim to know the one truth, because there isn't one. Everybody takes sides, and always their own. Good, evil, all nonsense and totally subjective. Just children's stories. As we grow older, mortality beckons, and so we reach for the divine. Same fairy stories, different binding. The individual must be prepared to sacrifice himself for the many. The species is what's important.
What about Chavez?
Yes, what about her? Not seen since she threw a tantrum and got kicked out of my labs. But still, wonderful woman. And an extraordinary scientist. An incredible intellect. Kind-hearted and so ambitious, you have to admire a fighter. But Resolve didn't work. We needed to act and act fast. And I had the solution. It's just a shame her ego got in the way of her career.
So you know what's going on here?
I'm honored by your assumption, but even I have my limits. I do know a mob stormed my labs and my colleagues are either dead, dumb, or simply gone. So much for security. And what's the board doing, Still twiddling their thumbs over the launch of Utopia? I submitted my final analysis weeks ago and I'm still waiting. We need people who can make decisions around here.
I think you've got me confused with somebody else. I'm not working for the board.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. What difference does it make now? This place is going straight to hell, and we're going with it. Or we're already there, and didn't even notice.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important. air and didn't even notice.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important.
Mark Dean, perfect candidate for the program. We pulled him off the streets and put him to work in recycling a couple of weeks back. He's a complete zero. We even DNA typed him to outside databases. No living relatives. He's so happy to have a place to sleep and 3 square meals a day, he'll happily sign the consent forms.
I'd like to welcome back Jonah Cooper, founder and CEO. Today, you actually requested time with me.
That's right, and I appreciate you talking to me at such short notice.
No, thank you. You've obviously got something on your mind.
Yeah, and now I'm going to speak frankly here. Over the last few months, Creo has been viciously attacked by certain elements in the media. They've been propagating myths and inciting the public against Creo and Project Resolve.
Honestly, it's hard to believe. Why would anybody want to do that?
Don, you know as well as I. We know what it's like out there. They'd sell their own mothers for a headline, and that's what it's about. Make no mistake, they don't have any altruistic intentions here. It's all about the money. Sensationalism sells. These allegations of skyfracking, that Project Resolve is responsible for the increase in disease and disabilities over the last few decades? Garbage. Complete and utter garbage. Sorry. It's hard to keep my calm. What have these people done for humanity? Have they sweated and bled like we have at Creo? No. The personal attacks, I don't care. They can honestly say what they like about me, but against those that work here at Creo and the people behind Project Resolve, that's where I draw the line. The world was dying. Did anyone else step up to the plate? Did anyone else raise their hand? I invested all I had in Creo and Project Resolve because I want to invest in the future of humanity.
Unfortunately, this story is all too common with the so-called press and left-wing media. They'd rather make up a story.
Can we go home now? My leg hurts. Where's my daddy? Daddy told me not to talk to strangers.
So, you're Maddie, then?
Yes? How'd you know my name? Did Daddy send you?
I'm Warren. Your, dad sent me. He's really worried. Why didn't you call out to him?
Because then he would have found me. Don't you know how to play hide and seek? Is he angry with me? I'm sorry. I'll contact him, so he can come and get me.
Are you alright? What happened to your leg?
Daddy and me played hide and seek with the others. They weren't fair. They hit me when they found us. But I hit them back. Then they ran away. I wasn't fast enough to catch them. They didn't play fair. I don't like them.
I have to go now. Be a good girl and stay here so your dad can find you, okay?
Okay.
Security forces under attack. Requesting backup. Echelon 9 team members, please fall back immediately to the executive floors.
For all.
Hello.
I'm sorry, Maddie. It's gonna be okay. Daddy'll make it better.
It's okay, Daddy. But please don't be sad.
No, it's not okay. I should have been there. I missed you so much, Petal. I missed you so much.
I missed you too, Daddy.
Oh, God, you made it. Thank you. Thank you so much. You don't know what this means to me. To have her back. Hold her again. They broke her leg. Those bastards broke her leg and I can't help her. I don't have anything to make it better.
What do you need to, patch Maddie up?
I don't know, it looks really bad. I'll have to reconstruct it completely. The tools are not the problem, but I'll need another leg from a compatible source.
You'll get one. I'll see to it.
If there were more men like you, the world would be a better place.
So this is your daughter, huh?
Yeah, this is Maddie. She likes you a lot, you know.
You realize she's a robot, right?
She's my daughter. I'd be nothing without her. Maddie's all that's left of me.
I should leave. Take care now.
You too. Please tell me you found a leg for Maddie. I've been trying, but the damage... There's no way I can fix this without one.
Take a look at this. Can you make use of it?
Yes, perfect. Thank you. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I don't have much you'd find useful, but please take this in return. Everything's going to be okay now, Maddie. You'll be running around in no time, you'll see.
So, what are you gonna do now?
You mean as soon as Maddie feels better? Try to get out, I guess. I don't know what's going on here, but it's not improving. So, you know, I'm not gonna take any risks.
I should leave. Take care now.
You too.
Look out for your fellow workers. They look out for you. Hello.
You're back. I can't tell you how relieved I am. Security is starting a major operation down in R&D. I was worried you'd get caught up in it. Warren, please contact me. I'll be waiting. I'm so glad you're back. I can't imagine what it's like out there. The data I'm receiving, their cries for help. The fading signals, they're people. They're people and they're dying. And there's nothing I can do. I'm afraid. The situation's out of control. And it's getting worse. We have to do something. We need to release the lockdown on the executive floors. There'll be someone here who can help.
You really want me to go up there, don't you?
It's the best option we've got. I mean, we're not coming up with any solution. We're just surviving. We need to find a way to stop this and get help. That's what matters. The Executive Forum is our best chance. It's been in lockdown since it all went crazy. We need to get people out. People who can fix things.
Fine. Assuming I want to, how would I even get to the Executive Forum?
You're not gonna like this. There's no chance of getting through the usual way. But now that most of security is roaming the factory, their headquarters should be pretty much wide open, and it leads directly to the Executive Forum.
You're kidding, right? I'm gonna need more than a good hunch to walk through Security Central.
I told you you wouldn't like it. No matter which route you take, you'll need security clearance. And there's only one logical place to find that. Security HQ. I'm sure most of them are out on the floor or in R&D. This is your best chance, Warren. Take it.
Have you managed to gain access to any of the systems yet?
Not really. Most of the electrics are fried. The systems seem to reboot, but something's overwriting it. This isn't really my field. I'm lost here. We need someone who understands how it all works. Maybe they can break it down and call help in.
You ever heard of Project Utopia?
No. But then I don't know most of what goes on around here. Do you think it has anything to do with what happened?
I don't know yet, but something's wrong.
Well, just don't do anything rash, please. We can't afford to lose our nerve and play on a hunch. Not now. The board would know. If it's got anything to do with the current situation, we should try and inform them as soon as possible.
All right, I'm on my way.
Be safe out there. I don't think it's going to get any easier.
Fuck them, they think they're so high and mighty. Yeah, I hope you're reading this, you tossers. Echelon 9, what a joke. You think they'd share some info out of professional courtesy, but no, classified. Bunch of butt munchers. I'm telling you, it's goddamn ridiculous. We're all doing the same job, right?
Won't forget your help out there. You saved my ass.
You and Davey must be best buds by now.
Oh man, the guy's lost it. Found himself some invisible buddies and won't shut up. You know, after he got his shot, he got better. But sweet Lord, now look at him.
How are you holding up?
Okay, I guess. Went out a couple of times just to look around. I thought it would have got better, you know. Checked some consoles, first a bunch of errors, then the reboot initiated, but now... You seen that shit? That's code. It's overwriting everything. I'm telling you, something's really broken here.
Take care, Hobbs.
You bet I will. Don't do nothing I wouldn't.